Hi everyone and welcome back to Warframe. So, I've done it. I've actually done it. I have finally completed the new war. Yep, it is done. So yeah. What do I have to say about the quest? We will do that in a mission, because as a reward you get the Nataruk, and this is a fucking beast. Let me tell you that. As you can see, no forma, 4 repolarities. What could go wrong? Wrong? Nothing. But a lot of things are going just right with this bow, and having used it for about 2 hours now, I can safely say this thing is actually insane. Yeah, so in the beginning we use a little roar here. That is just for safety reasons. But yeah, I mean, in the beginning you might think, not that bad. Yeah, once the arcane is triggered, and once our galvanized mods are triggered, this thing is just batshit insane. I mean, we get a little help from our Panzerwolperpfeiler, don't get me wrong. But in Steel Path I just honestly want a companion that, if he dies, he comes right back, right? That's why I'm using it. Also, it's really good. It's a really good companion to have. And I honestly got it naturally throughout the progression of me going through the Deimos rep farm, right? So, yeah. The best thing about the new quest, in my opinion, is actually this weapon. As reward, I should say. The quest itself was really fun to play through, not gonna lie, really enjoyed it. Do I think it has its flaws in certain aspects? Yes, sure. But I do not want to get into that too deeply right now. Because I want to wait until I have spoken to a friend of mine, which I helped throughout the last 2-ish months. He really wanted to get into Warframe, but he was like, dude, I need a little bit of pointing help. And I was like, sure, I haven't played in a while, I will brush up on everything that there's going on in the meta and stuff right now, so I don't give you false information, right? Because the beginning of the game has changed quite a bit, in a good way, honestly, in a really good way. And that is very positive, right? I like to see that. I think the early game needed to be addressed heavily, and I'm really glad how they did it. Turned out beautifully, and my friend has a ton of fun right now, and he asked for, like, if it is possible for him to get to the new war within the next, I don't know, like 1 or 2 months or something. I was like, yeah, depending on how much you are able to play. Don't stress too much about it though. The quest itself, sure. Whew. That was 500,000 of a crit there on a Steel Path Grineer from a bow. Oh, sheesh. Okay, we need to address the elephant in the room, which is life support, so let's move up. That position was just so good, didn't want to give it up. So yeah, let's stock up on life support. Depending on where you're at, you really do not have to worry about life support too much. And pairing this weapon with another frame than Rhino yeah, you will not have problems with life support. But I just really wanted this video to be about the weapon itself and not like what it can do if you enable it even further with frames or other synergies. Yeah, I mean, you could go and use a primer with this and use galvanized aptitude, and I think that would be like crazy amounts of damage again. But I really found it unnecessary so far. And I simply cannot think of a need to take this even further than it already is, right? Is this realistic to achieve for a newer player? With some changes, I would say yes. I guess the most intense part so far is the endo cast of the build. And we will go through the build afterwards. I want to quickly show you my first reaction to me using a different build though. But just the first time I used this in Steel Path. This thing is fucking busted, dude. Holy shit. Das ist ein Steel Path Survival, by the way. Seht ihr das hier? Das ist ein fucking Bogen, dude. Holy. There we go. As you see, I was clearly mesmerized by this weapon. It just shows how good this thing was right off the bat, without a very optimized build, just with what my gut told me to do. And after seeing what that build did, I went ahead and threw this one together. So yeah, that was the Acolyte, by the way. Completely melted. Absolutely melted away by this bow. This is insane. In the best way possible. So yeah, we will just we will just leave the survival. You saw the point. What is this, man? Oh, the E finally decided it is time that these guys get a new bow to play with. Wow. So good. So good. And as I said, if you pair this up with other frames and synergies and a primer and galvanized aptitude, this will just be even more insanity. Yeah. Also, as a byproduct of doing the quest, I will be able to rank up to mastery rank 25 because I've mastered a couple of items, right? Which is very nice. So yeah, this is the build that I'm using at the moment. You will see. I need to mute Ordis again. Had to reactivate all of those guys because in the quest they had some voice lines and somebody actually told me to make sure I do that before I play through the quest. So thank you very much. So yeah, why is this even possible without the Forma? A, the 4 V polarities that we have, and B, I have 3 mods in here that are rank 8 out of 10. So once I level everything up, this will be like a 1 or 2 Forma build. Like, yeah, that's gotta be enough. one forma, actually. So yeah, we use Galvanized Chamber for the multi-shot, as well as Galvanized Scope for our crit chance. This is insane, right? This is why we go for the headshots. We pair this with Primary Deadhead, which I do have on rank 4 right now. So on precision headshot kill, 100% damage for 24 seconds, goes up to 300%. 300%! Serration is 165, right? So yeah, as long as we chain together a couple of headshot kills, we are absolutely fine. Absolutely. This goes even higher to 360% on rank 5, right? So, and we are not far off. We are 3 arcanes off reaching max potential. Also less recoil, that's okay. Headshot multiplier, that's unfortunate, but this weapon does not have a headshot multiplier. Because your perfect shot and it's so easy to hit headshots. I think that's why they were like, nah, we don't give them a headshot multiplier on this one. Understandably. So, yeah, so for the rest of the build, what am I using? 100 munitions. Obviously, we want those slash procs, and those help out big time, right? Critical delay for crit chance, and to counteract the fire rate penalty, we go with primed shred. That also gives us punch through, and as you saw, punch through on this bow is just insane, right? Vital Sense for the crit damage, Infected Clip, and High Voltage, just to get a little bit of corrosive damage, and with a little bit, I mean a good amount. Yeah, that is the build I'm currently using. We actually could give this an Excellus mod as well, and just for the giggles go for Vigilante Supplies. Yes, we don't need ammo, but 5% chance to enhance crits. Why not, right? That could be insane. But I don't think that's even a thing that I will go for. Maybe, as I have a couple of Excellus weapon adapters lying around, but holy smokes. I mean, this is honestly insane. Oh yeah, and if you're wondering, the first build that I was using was this one. Almost the same. We do drop galvanized scope, and we go for viral and heat instead. The rest stays the same, as well as primary merciless here. So we just have on kill, bonus damage, which is also very good. This gives us a little bit more status chance as well. It can be helpful, but as I mean, galvanized aptitude could be like, oh, honestly, if you always inflict a viral proc and a heat proc, and then you have the chance for slash procs. Yeah, this could be absolutely bonkers. For now, I really enjoy this headshot build. It's a ton of fun to use. Corrosive is pretty good still. I think very high level. It's still absolutely very useful. Corrosive is pretty much still the element that I use the most in very high level missions or like Steel Path, just because the bonus damage it's really, really good. You can, as I said, viral heat is also very, very good, right? Yeah, it's like pick your poison, right? We could try this out with viral as well. I just wanted corrosive because this is like I could get galvanized scope out of here and put serration in and not care about the arcane, and that would be my everyday play build, right? Just like corrosive and serration without consideration of the arcane. But yeah, if you haven't played the quest, I hope this gives you a little bit of an incentive to do so. Not only do you have an absolutely well-made quest to play through, warning, that one takes a couple of hours to complete. I was around 3.5 hours. I have seen people take up to 5 hours. It really depends on how fast you do stuff, right? But yeah, I mean, 3.5 to 4 hours is a pretty good estimate to, yeah, just reserve that amount of time and you will be good. But yeah, other than that, I didn't do too much, honestly. I farmed up a little bit of endo to level Galvanized Aptitude and Galvanized Scope up to rank 8. Other than that, I think I didn't level any primed mods, so that's good. If we take a quick look at our arcanes, we can see 2 off, nice. Secondary I haven't checked in for a while. Ah, there we go. Secondary dexterity. And Merciless can rank up as well. Nice. Awesome, that's really good. Yeah. What I really want to get is... Oh yeah, I do have a spare set of Elevate, I forgot. What I really would like to get is a set of Lockdown. That's like 15-meter radius for up to 10 enemies for 4 seconds. Just like, that sounds really good for emergency exits. So yeah, I really want to get my hands on that. So we will have to farm Profit Taker. The good thing is, upon completing the quest, you get a 3-day affinity and a 3-day credit booster. Awesome, right? This is a login reward. But yeah, you gain these 2 boosters upon completion, which I found very useful indeed. But yeah, that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, take care. Bye.